Welcome back to the Fourth Rounders podcast. Appreciate y'all for watching. My name is Will. I'm here with your boy Tweez.
What's happening?
And like we said, thank y'all for watching, for listening. If you on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button. Help us out. Hit that like button. We need some help. So hit that like button. Hit the notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video. Share the video with your boys that like football, or with your girls too. Whatever. Whoever that likes football, share it with them. We're trying to get them subscribers up. And if you're watching this on Spotify, but yeah, you can watch on Spotify now. If you're watching or listening on Spotify, leave a 5-star rating. We can definitely use those. Don't do nothing lower than a 5-star. Like, come on, guys. Come on. 5-star. Also, leave a comment if you have a topic you want us to go over. We would be willing to do that. And if you have something that you don't agree with that we said, leave a comment to that as well. And we'll go over it in the next episode. But other than that, this is episode 5.
Good job, man.
Episode 5.
Nice intro, my brother.
Thank you.
Good job.
Yeah, been working on it. No, I haven't. But
oh man, yeah, man.
How was your weekend, sir? We gotta get started off right. How was your weekend? Wait, hold on. Number 5. Can you name a number 5 player? A player number 5.
Yeah, so
I know one.
I was hoping you was going to ask me that question.
I know one.
Number 5.
Who wears number 5?
I can tell you who has worn number 5.
Who currently is wearing number 5?
Damn. Yeah,
on the chest.
Where's number 5? Oh, Trey Lance used to wear 5.
Oh my god. You gotta bring that up right away. Dang. I was gonna say, is it Ramsey number 5?
I don't think so with the Dolphins. I could check though. Good, that's a good one though. But I just Trey Lance was just the easiest one.
Yeah, I know you just out of nowhere. Oh, Trey Lance is number 5.
Trey Lance.
Oh, let me bring up your heartaches. Let me bring up your trauma.
I mean, is it though? I got a better quarterback, right? You said it yourself. Top 10.
I mean,
ain't he top 10?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
pretty top 10.
So what does it matter?
I know, right?
You got what you want.
You're right.
He does win a prize. Good call.
Oh, you feel me?
Good call, man.
I didn't even bring up Trey Lance. I went straight for Ramsey.
That's crazy.
Who else is number 5? I feel like number 5 is kind of a common number.
Yeah, it's a relatively popular number. I just can't think of players that wear it.
Yeah, no.
But
the first one that came to my mind was Ramsey, definitely.
The first player that came to my mind was Reggie Bush. If you know, you know.
Oh yeah, I know Reggie Bush.
Yeah, Reggie Bush was that.
What was he at USC? Was he number 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what made number 5 popular was Reggie Bush.
Okay.
Reggie Bush was. You think of number 5, you thinking of Reggie Bush.
Did he finish with the Saints, or who did he finish with?
I don't know. He started with the Saints, I remember, and then Then I think he went to Detroit, but he dealt with so many injuries throughout his career.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of unfortunate because he never reached the peak that people thought he was going to be. Because Reggie Bush coming out of college was the best college player that I think ever touched a football field.
Yeah,
and I think he just unfortunately due to injuries and kind of not just not being on the team that fit. I think his play style just pretty much he never was what we thought he was going to be. Mm-hmm. He was still a good player though, but he wasn't. I don't even think he'll make the Hall of Fame in the NFL. He'll make the college football Hall of Fame, but he probably wouldn't make the NFL.
He wasn't there when the Saints won the Super Bowl?
Good question.
Was he on the team?
I don't know. I'm gonna look at his stats though.
Bro, what is on your screen?
What's up?
Keep going.
Go back? What
No, bro. Don't go back.
What was it? Oh, shit. Yo.
Oh, man.
Real quick. So I'm on my computer. I was looking at players that wore number 5. And then y'all know how you get them ads where it be like random shit. So like, remember, play this. What's her name?
I don't even know.
What is her name?
Miley
Cyrus. Yeah. She busting it open right now on the picture. It's like an ad. So It ain't
Oh no.
no smut or nothing like that. I was looking at
Yeah,
number
yeah, yeah,
players.
yeah, 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 yeah. But anyways, okay, Reggie Bush,
He,
like you said, he wasn't
oh,
really
he did win the Super Bowl. You're right. You're right. He did win the Super
okay.
Bowl.
So he got a chip.
But that doesn't make you that don't make you a Pro Bowl worthy player. He don't have no Pro Bowls or nothing.
Really?
No, Reggie
Reggie
Bush
Bush
wasn't
never
that good
made
in
the Pro
Pro Bowl.
Bowl.
No, he wasn't that good in NFL. That's what I'm saying. He was solid, but he wasn't. He wasn't like he
Ooh.
wasn't the career he had at USC. He never reached that in the
And then
NFL. It was probably one of I wouldn't consider him a bust, but it was almost like damn, like you peaked in college.
he was a Trey
But
Lance.
that's what happened when you messing with Kardashians too. So
Oh, he was.
hell yeah,
Oh, he was on one.
him
Oh
out of
no.
all of them, him.
Once you drink from that cup, they ain't never coming
Yeah,
back.
he never coming back. So yeah, he played. He played for the Saints. He got drafted by the Saints. Then he played in Miami. Then he went to Detroit. He played for the Niners for a year. And he played with the Bills, and that was it.
He played with us.
Yep, for a year, 1 year,
When was that?
to 2015. He played. He only played 5 games, so he must
Yeah, I
have
was
got
gonna
hurt.
say I don't remember Reggie
He only
Bush
played.
playing for us.
Played 5 games. He didn't do nothing. His best year was probably 20. His best year was either his rookie year. No, his best year was probably 2020. I mean 2011 and 2013 when he was with 1 year with Miami, 1 year with Detroit. Because I
Dang.
remember in New Orleans, he wasn't really getting that much run. He was like, I think he was back then. He was sharing running back responsibilities at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I just remember when he got to Miami, I think that's when he kind of was able to let loose. In Detroit, he had 1 year, but he all like on the back end, he was always battling with injuries. Like he was never really completely healthy, and I think he was going on with so much, during, because I think that at that time there was just, like I said, the Kim Kardashian scandal, blah blah blah, and yeah, he just never really, he never was really what we thought he was going to be, unfortunately. So,
Yeah.
but shout out to
Well,
Reggie
dang.
Bush, man. Um,
Number 5.
Yeah, number 5, man. He wore number 20.
Well,
He wore number 25 in most of his career. Well, actually, did he? Let me see. 25, 22, 21, 23, 22. Yeah.
so that was his college numbers 5.
5, yes. His college
Okay.
number was 5. College number
Okay.
was 5 because it was goated.
Well, you
Yeah.
got number 5. You
Yeah.
said Trey Lance. So
Yeah. Trey Lance was the easiest
I think
one.
it's rubbing off on you a little
Well, it was the
bit.
easiest one I could pinpoint because it was just like, I couldn't think of no other player, but I'm like, I didn't use him for like 3 thumbnails, I think, so far.
You can't talk about him no more.
Yeah, I don't think I could talk about him
No,
no.
he's
Well, actually,
good.
no. Yeah, I can't. I can't. Only could talk about him if Brock Purdy started losing.
Yeah, no. If Brock Purdy start losing, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, then I could talk about Trey Lance. But yeah, nah, there's no more Trey Lance for the rest of the year as of today. Or unless he plays, like if Dak gets hurt and he plays, then we gotta talk about Trey Lance.
Yeah,
So
but
yeah.
no. But how was your weekend?
My weekend was good. It was really good. Did a lot, man.
What'd you do?
Friday
Labor
went
Day weekend, so
yeah, Labor Day weekend. That's when you're in a relationship, it ain't no days off for real. Like, let's be honest. Like this, let's like
going
real
into
quick.
a therapy session real
Yeah,
quick.
real.
Hold on, guys.
Hey baby, love you. Ain't no days off for real.
No.
You ain't like, you know what I'm
Mm-mm.
saying? And it's like on top of that, you got a kid, so you already know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, ain't no days off for real. You just kinda whatever the day gives you. If you get a day off, great. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Friday went to my brother's football game. They blew out Skyline really bad. It was 50-0. Saturday, my girl wasn't really feeling too good, so we got to stay in the house that day, but she wasn't really feeling too good. Um, but we still ended up going out that night. No, was that Friday? That was Saturday. Yes, we went out. It was me, her, a couple of my friends, and her cousins. Oh my god, insane!
You always
And
acting wild.
not me. I was designated driver.
Okay.
It was everybody else around me.
That's the fun part is like when you're around your friends that be doing too much and you are
Yes,
the DD. Like,
yes.
I'm
Oh,
constantly DD because
yeah.
I
You
don't
just
drink.
dog. Yeah, yeah.
I
Right,
don't
right.
drink, so they're always like, "Oh, Will's gonna take care of us." Whenever I'm around like people that I
Exactly.
know are gonna start
So
drinking.
like for me, I'm a big like if I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna do it at home because that way I gotta go nowhere and I
Mm-hmm.
don't really like have to worry about trusting anybody for real.
Mm-hmm.
But So usually when we go kick it, I usually be like the person that me. I'm just the person that just be aware. So I'm gonna trust myself. But yeah, man, it was like we was about like a good 8, 10 deep. Lit. It was hilarious. 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 Can't really talk about these stories on here, but yeah, it was what it was. A lot of puking.
Oh
Um
no.
I don't think I went to sleep till like 4:30 because I was out here playing nurse for hours. It was
Really?
really that, but it was
Hey,
insane.
okay. At what point do you think people have to get to till they realize like maybe I shouldn't do this anymore?
Um, I don't think there's no limit until you get to the hospital. Like you get like alcohol poisoning. I think that's it. I'll
That's
be
so
honest.
bad.
Like I
You
think
get to
once
the
you get that
hospital.
point, then yeah. But a lot of people just like they would rather just like push the limit as much as they can. Cause that's how bad it got. We thought people was getting to that point, and they just didn't. They just was. Cause this is what happened, right? This is the rookie mistakes that people do. A lot of people just drink and just don't eat. That's the first thing you do, and that's when you mess up at.
Is it so your body doesn't absorb all the alcohol?
Your body has to like the alcohol has to absorb something, right? And it usually is better to eat before you drink than to drink and then eat.
Mm,
So like usually when you eat first and then you drink, you don't really, you don't really get sick. But then when you drink first and then you eat, and it also depends what you eat too. Your body just don't adapt to it right. So you know what I'm saying? Certain people didn't eat really, and they drunk hella, and then on top of that, they mixing. So they'll do a light with a
I
dark.
heard you
That's a
can't do that.
huge no no, huge no. You asking for whatever you get after that.
Yeah.
If you be like, oh, I'm gonna drink this henny, and then I'm gonna have a sip of tequila, whatever you feeling after this, you deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. It's just that simple. So yeah, a lot of that happened. A decent amount of that happened.
I feel like I get the same way when it comes to like energy drinks. Like if I don't eat anything before I drink an energy drink, you like feel it in your
Yeah,
stomach, like just burn.
yeah, because there's nothing to absorb it. It's just because you got to keep in mind your stomach has it's nothing but acid.
Hmm.
So you're adding acid on acid. Like like you're not doing yourself no favor. You're adding acid on acid. You're not adding no food which is based to help balance whatever acid you're throwing in your body.
He's gonna burn up
You're just gonna
inside.
burn on the inside. Like no, bro, that is disgusting. So
Oh
yeah.
man.
So that was my Saturday. I didn't go to sleep till like 4:30. Woke up Sunday. Sunday was chill. We didn't really do nothing that I can really think about. And then Monday was the family reunion. You know what I'm saying? Got
Mm.
to see some folks. What was my girl's family? But this is my second one I've been to.
Hmm.
So it was
You
cool, man.
you basically in the family.
Yeah.
So
Come to find out, a couple of her her cousins knew me when I was a kid.
okay, I was gonna say, come to find out, some of her cousins are my cousins.
Oh yeah, nah. Some of her cousins, like when I was living in Oakland when I was a kid growing up, like we lived in the same apartment.
Hmm.
So yeah, funny story about that. So
Okay.
so yeah, man. Great weekend, like I said. Then the family was cool. Had hella food. Was busting people up in Domino's. Okay, so we went to this park. I have never seen so many bees in my life. So like I grabbed my food when I first got there, grabbed me a plate. I'm eating it. In the process, is a bee like chasing me.
Bro, what is it when like you're eating outside and bees just appear?
I kid no,
Especially okay, especially
no,
with chicken.
no.
When you eating chicken outside, the
Yeah,
bees go crazy.
but here's my problem though. I kid you not. I've been on this world for 28 years. I have never seen a bee problem this bad. I was at what was the name of the? I can't remember the name of the park. It was in Walnut Creek. All I know is we
It got
sat.
dark.
Nah, nah. Yeah, but like dog, they were like it was getting to the point like you couldn't eat nowhere because everywhere you went there would be like 4 or 5 bees just swirling around your plate
Hmm.
and then like trying to eat your food. I remember I was like basically devouring mac and cheese. That's the only thing I was able to eat Because the bees will go up on the meat and shit. And it's just like, no.
Hmm.
But then after that, that was fun though, still. And then I
That,
went to go hoop for a little bit. But yeah, that was it. And then, we here now.
yeah.
So
Did I ever tell you about the bees at high school
we had
for,
bees at
during
high school?
PE?
We had bees at PE?
My gosh, it was like, when
Damn, I
was
can go
that?
outside.
I think it was freshman year. It was either freshman or sophomore year.
Uh huh.
We were just doing laps
Yeah.
on the football field,
Who you had as a
and I was
teacher?
with Travis. I was with Travis.
Oh man, I ain't heard from him. I ain't seen him in hell long.
Right. Um, so my first one, I had what was the coach name? The football coach, Mike.
Mike, Coach Mike.
Coach. I had Coach
Shout out
Mike,
Coach Mike, man.
and then my second year, I had Mr. Turner.
Shout out
but
Mr. Turner too, man. He a dude.
so we were doing laps, right?
Yep.
And bro, out of nowhere, I look up and I see just an enormous amount of bees just moving together like this.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm pretty close. Like I'm within 10 yards of this.
Okay. Yeah. Nah.
And
I'm going in the
you
locker
look in the
room.
middle
Yeah.
and there was the queen was in the middle. It
Oh
was the
yeah.
fat one and they're
Yeah.
moving like this.
Yeah.
Everybody started running.
Yeah.
We were like, we are out of here. So
Yeah.
we all started running, and I forget who the PE teacher was, but one of the PE teachers, she seen it coming towards her. She ran and locked herself in the locker rooms
Yeah.
and left us all outside.
Yeah.
It was bad.
She didn't care about y'all at that moment at all.
I was like, bro, like when we were right there, they just started coming like this, like a
Let
whole
that.
swarm
If
of
that would have
them.
been a shooter, y'all would have been dead that day.
Yeah,
Yeah, she didn't care.
yeah.
She didn't
So
care.
instead of shooters, we had bees.
Yeah, bees, right? For real.
But no, I know like sometimes when we're out and we're just like eating outside, for some reason bees just like show up out of nowhere, and especially I've noticed it whenever we're eating some type of chicken. Like they just will come out of nowhere to like get chicken if they smell chicken.
Yeah. Chicken be good though, man.
Chicken is good.
Chicken be good.
Oh, I got a question for you.
What's up?
What? Okay. What meat do you feel like is the best tasting overall? Like, not like individually, but like just that meat is like the best tasting one.
What's who you had this conversation with?
We had this at work because we were talking about like chicken wings and burgers and steaks and pork chops and all this stuff. And I was like, what meat, what animal, what meat do you feel like is the best one? Not an individual like thing, like how like the ones I just said, but like an overall like is the best taste.
So like if you only have an option to season the meat and just the meat is just there itself.
Yes.
There's no like you can't have a burger. No taco.
No. Just the meat
just
itself.
The meat.
Which one do you think tastes the best? Like off the rip, like which one tastes the best?
It's a lot of meats in the world, man. Damn. I don't know.
So let's just say top 3 is going to be either steak, chicken, or pork.
Yes.
Okay, top 3s.
Yes.
We're not including like lamb or like goat, horse, all that stuff.
All that
so no.
shit could go.
Yeah, no. So those top 3.
Yes.
Which one do you feel like is the best tasting?
Best tasting? I'm personally going to go. I'll probably say steak for me.
Steak?
Yes. But I tend
like
to
beef?
Yes. Or like a chuck whatever T-bone. I tend to go to red meats a lot. So.
Well, yeah, because they're the most saltiest. So.
Exactly.
I said pork.
Ew.
I feel like pork has the most flavor and it's the best tasting as a meat itself.
That's true.
Individually,
I agree.
Individually, I'm going chicken because they got chicken wings. So I'm going chicken wings if I'm going over any type of like meat. But an overall, I feel like pork is the best, even though it's the worst for you.
Yeah, I was gonna say the pork is probably the worst one for you. Worst? When you put it that way, I would have to take it back. I probably would say if I had a preference, I'm going steak. But if you had to ask me what's probably the tastiest, like by itself, it's probably pork because like with sausages, you ain't gotta add no salt. You know what I mean? Like
it's already super salty. It's like the texture's good,
Yeah, you ain't
the
gonna add none of
flavors are
that.
good.
Yeah,
Like
the only time you only really add
the
seasoning.
fat, there's a lot of fat in it.
Exactly, you only really add seasoning to steak and chicken, like beef and chicken.
Hmm
You don't really
I
have
feel
to.
like chicken is probably the least tasting off the bat,
Yes, yes.
but has the best like I don't know how you would say it. Like chicken wings beats anything for me.
Even a steak burrito.
Even a steak burrito. I will choose chicken
Wow.
wings over a steak burrito. So that's what I'm saying. Like
Damn.
I understand people that choose. By the way, everybody. Well, no, my manager chose chicken. My
Yeah.
coworker she chose
Yeah.
steak or beef.
Chickens just have a lot of variety.
That's what.
Chicken wings
Yeah.
are definitely tough to beat. I'm not gonna lie. But I do tell it depends on the day for me. Cause like if I gotta get a sandwich, I'm getting a burger. Not really getting a chicken sandwich. If I'm getting a burrito, I'm getting steak tacos, steak burritos, steak quesadilla.
Mm.
Red meat guy. Wings. There's no such thing as beef wings or steak wings. No such thing as that. Even if it was, that shit sounds disgusting. um, but yeah, chicken wings by far is just like it can stand on its own for real. For
Yeah.
real. It's
Go
tough.
ahead.
It is tough.
Even like fried chicken by itself. Like fried
Yes,
chicken, you can't beat a good like piece of fried chicken.
yes. But I will say this low key. I ain't said it yet, but there are certain chicken places that like are overrated as far as chicken is concerned.
Okay, we're getting somewhere.
It's overrated
Let's
chicken
talk about it.
concerned.
Who is like an overrated chicken spot for you?
Overrated chicken spot for me is crispy country chicken.
I can see that.
I
I'm not
think
gonna lie.
they're. I
That's why
think
the one over here burned
yes.
up.
I think crispy country chicken to me is just a little bit overrated.
Yeah, I feel like that one's
A little bit
overrated.
overrated.
The one that I thought was a little overrated was Cane's, Raising Cane's.
They are too. They
I
are
feel like
too.
they're overrated.
Chicken is
Their chicken is
overrated as
very
well.
overrated because
Yes.
I had the chicken strips. It was pretty good,
Yes.
but it's not like changing my life like
Yeah.
people think it
Nah.
is.
Yeah. Nah.
So that's
And
what
you
I'll
know
say.
the sauce carries.
Yeah. No,
The sauce
if
carries.
you add the sauce, it's good. But
You ever know somebody to get the sauce in a cup?
like a full
Yeah.
beverage cup, nah. I seen some people do. They
Yeah.
like dunk the whole thing.
That shit make me sick if I see that in
Like
person.
no,
I'm like,
bro.
yeah, but nah, man, crispy country chicken, man, I think it's overrated. Couple times I've had it, it's made me sick. So I'm just like,
You think they just don't cook it well enough? Like they
I just think
undercooked
sometimes it's
it?
probably too greasy, too oily for me.
You know, one thing that I don't personally like that most chicken spots have
What?
is biscuits.
Huh.
I'm not a big fan of
Now,
biscuits.
crispy country do got some good. Them honey biscuits is busting.
Yeah, honey
They're
biscuits are
good.
good,
Their
but like
potato
most
wedges
chicken,
suck. Their sides ass. There you go. Like, they potato wedges trash. Mac and cheese mid. Rice and beef. Ugh.
I'd rather have Kraft mac and cheese than their mac and cheese. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know why biscuits. Like
Shit, give
I
me
don't like
KFC.
dry stuff. Like dry bread,
Oh, like Popeye's
dry.
biscuit.
Yeah,
Mm,
it's like I would need so
type
much
shit.
honey just to make it taste good.
Type
But
shit.
biscuits, I'm not a big fan.
Yeah. You in the cold part about it is, especially with biscuits, anybody that get biscuits, you know, if you don't eat them that day, they a lost cause. Like you gotta eat them
Yeah.
within like the first hour. Especially Popeye biscuits. That's a chalk bomb in your mouth. That's a chalk bomb in your mouth, literally. Like
Oh man.
you gotta throw honey on it, some jelly, some. Because if you eat, I've seen somebody inhale a biscuit one bite. I was like, yo, you're woo, a sane asylum, my boy. I ain't gonna lie,
No.
a sane asylum.
Nah. It's like the cinnamon challenge for me. I think it's just like
Yeah, but also too, to be fair, I think throughout my whole life, I was never really the biggest chicken guy.
no.
Never. Like you know, there's a stereotype. Oh, black people like chicken. I wasn't really that. I wasn't really that guy. I'll be honest. Like I rock with chicken, but like I'm not. It's not. It's not like I have to have it every day.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Well, yeah. I just wanted to see what your opinion was on
Yeah. So
different
yeah.
meats.
Shout out to Crispy Country though. You know what I mean? Shout out to them, but yeah, they a little overrated
But
for
no shout
me
out.
personally. A little overrated. Low key though, KFC is a little bit underrated. We ain't gonna talk about that.
I feel like
Chicken
they
sandwiches.
are.
They ain't gonna lie.
Their chicken sandwich is
better than Popeyes.
I consider it right next to Popeyes.
Better than Popeyes.
Like Popeyes is here and KFC is like right
KFC
there.
chicken Popeye. I mean, chicken
Like
KFC
right
chicken sandwich is so slept on. They're better than Popeyes. On me, I will put money on it. Better. I promise you. You give me an option. I want KFC chicken sandwich. That's
Really?
one I will fight somebody over. Those be hidden. Spicy or original.
Yeah, I feel like it's right there, but it's not
give
right
me,
there.
Give me KFC. Give me KFC. Definitely.
Where would you put Chick-fil-A?
They at the bottom for me. I don't really like their chicken sandwiches. Like unless you get the deluxe joint, like if you just get the chicken with the pickle and then the sauce be hidden. Oh damn! Now I think about it. Okay, I'll say this: the deluxe chicken sandwich with it. But if you just go chicken, pickle, and whatever sauce,
homemade house sauce or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I'm still probably going KFC or Popeyes over Chick-fil-A.
I mean, I agree with that, but I wouldn't put Chick-fil-A at the bottom.
I mean,
the Burger King one.
Oh no! I'm talking about Kafar's to them.
Oh, it's them? Okay, yeah. I was about to say, bro, there's a lot worse chicken sandwiches than Chick-fil-A.
Oh yeah, nah, Chick-fil-A.
The Burger King one?
Chick-fil-A would be third on my list. Comfortably.
Okay.
Third.
I can see that.
So it's like KFC, Popeyes, Chick-fil-A, everybody.
Have you tried Wendy's?
Yes. Still at the bottom. They'll be at the top of the bottom though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Damn, bro. That was nice.
We just did like a whole 30 minutes.
Damn. I could, bro. I'm hungry now. Anyway. Moving along, man. Football, yeah. Obviously, man, first and foremost, man, we got to talk about this week that just happened. Obviously, this is week 1 that we're up underway. We'll get the season 1 stuff and all that, you know. We got predictions coming today as well as season awards. We'll probably skim through that. And know who we think will win the Super Bowl, blah, blah, blah. But I just want to talk about this personally. He ain't got to say nothing because I don't think he watched. Did you watch Colorado versus TCU on
Travis
Saturday?
Hunter? Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Let's talk about it a bit. So, for those who may not know, right? So, Colorado is getting coached by primetime Deion Sanders. They just had a game Sunday playing against the TCU, which happened to be the national champions
or something like that.
Yeah, but they was the national champions runner-ups last year. So there's a lot of hype behind this game. Obviously, Deion Sanders has a bravado, has this swagger about him that is very polarizing, to say the least. And there was a lot of hot takes and interesting remarks about him and what they thought they could do, and about his son. About him not.
I didn't know his son was a QB.
Yeah, because his son's QB. I think his son is a safety too.
His other son's a safety.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So there's a lot of speculation about what they would do. Especially coming from an HBCU, which is there's a stigma behind it as far as the lesser talent. But however, come to find out, they were gladly mistaken, because not only did Primetime win, they did it in an amazing fashion. Score, I think, was 42-45.
Yeah.
Very amazing game. Don't get me wrong, it was a very amazing game, but it was a very big statement game for Colorado.
They kept up with them.
Oh, yeah. Shedeur Sanders broke the Colorado passing record for 500 yards in his first game. 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Had 3 to 4 players with 100 yards rushing and catching.
And it's not like it was easy. Like some of the throws he made.
Oh, he was throwing dimes.
My goodness.
He was throwing dimes.
It wasn't like guys that are open. Like they was covered and he was still getting them.
He was throwing dimes. And on top of that, they have this player, if you guys may not know, his name is Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is what Deion was in the 90s. A two-way player that can play corner and play receiver. And just an all-around good athlete. He played 100, I think they said 110 snaps yesterday. Unheard of. Nobody does that now because that's just not a thing. But not only did he do that, he caught, I think, 10 catches for 100 yards and had 2 picks. Dude, I was watching that game in shock and all. I was rooting for Colorado. I wanted them to win so bad. But it was so dope because I was like, dude, Travis Hunter is that guy. I have yet to see, if you wanted to see what quote unquote what prime would probably look like is him. As far as like
Today's modern
today's
age
modern age
football.
athlete, that's
Yeah.
like I could go both ways. I could lock somebody, whoever you want up, and you're not gonna throw my way. It's gonna get picked. And on top of that, I'm the best wide receiver on the other side of the field. Complete game changer. Now,
Mm-hmm.
granted, do I think he can do that every game? Probably not. But the fact that he did that, especially on the road in Texas, out of all places,
On the
because you know it's
road,
hot.
game one versus
Game
a,
one,
second place
he
team.
team that went to a national championship, that the committee picked to go to a national championship, or like put them in a college playoff. So it's like, all right, if this is the top tier talent, huh? And you just had this team that's quote unquote HBCU made, and the quarterback in Sanders said it himself, it's like, bro, this anybody that knows ball, he said it himself. There's nothing that changes outside of the D line. The defensive line and the offensive line is what makes the big skill gap.
Mm-hmm.
The skill players are relatively the same
Mm-hmm.
because the best players in the NFL came from HBCUs. Jerry Rice went to fucking Jackson State.
Mm-hmm.
Terrell Owens went to like some, you know what I mean? Like you don't go to a lot of our greatest players of all time went to low time schools. The
Yeah.
skill players, the lineman is a whole different ball game. The
Yeah.
linemen, usually the better the school, the bigger the better the linemen are. That's just how the game works. And then he already said it himself. So for me as a fan, and to see them win, and to see so many people hating on Deion, I was loving it. It was so people hating. Oh, it's one game. Da 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 da. What? So what? Who
Do you
cares?
understand what the one game is,
The
though?
one game itself, he made all the money that they ever need to make. Put it like this: they got a good game next week against Nebraska. It could be a trap game because it's not as good as TCU. But
They're going to Oregon after that, aren't they?
for sure, who cares? The fact that for me, it was so dope to see because it was just like Dion is really changing the culture, and
Mm-hmm.
especially to do it in Colorado, changing the culture of college football, and we're really just witnessing this right in front of our eyes, and it's so dope to see, bro. For me personally,
Yeah.
because like Dion reminds me of like how my dad is, as far as like swagger and bravado and the way he kind of carries himself, confident. So just to kind of see that be put on the forefront and just to show like, bro, you can be this player and still put in the work and still be successful as an athlete, as a coach, whoever.
Mm-hmm.
It puts because certain like there's always this weird thing with coaches like they feel like they got to be uptight and hella like professional and like no,
Mm-hmm.
there's certain you know what I mean like Dion is Dion for a
You
reason.
seen what he did with the captain badges,
Oh yeah, that's hard. That's hard. For
bro?
those of you that may not know, so he doesn't have captain badges. He has leaders and then dogs.
Dogs.
That's hard. If it's
Yeah.
me, I ain't even sure about being a leader. Just give me that dog patch. I ain't gonna
You
lie.
want the D right
I want the D
there?
paw. I want the D patch right there. Damn.
You want the D right there.
I said patch, D patch, D patch, D patch, D patch, D patch. But yeah, man, and
I think it's always cool though to see like a top tier athlete after retirement kind of coach,
mm-hmm.
because it's like you always see them kind of just go into like commercials or they go into entertainment or something like that.
That's crazy. He's doing that too.
Yeah, but like to see him actually take the time to say, okay, let me take what I know, let me take my knowledge, and let me invest into this next generation coming up so that I can help them be great and I can help them learn what I know. So when they out there on the field, they can perform at their absolute best and like let me
Exactly.
bring it out of them. I always love to see that. I wish more more top tier athletes after retirement would consider coaching into like not necessarily like top tier,
Mm-hmm.
but not like pee wee. like
Yeah, yeah, right,
like get
right,
into
right,
like a high school or like a college and like help them out so
right,
that you can help train and build these athletes that are about to go professional.
right. It's
So
tough because I don't know if I want to have that conversation, but optically, just it won't really be a thing.
hmm
Most top athletes usually be African American. Then on top of that, as you can see, Dion had to go the whole HBCU route to
hmm
get to where he was at now. Most coaches that or that will probably have to do something similar.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, Ed Reed tried to do that, and they tried to play him,
Mm-hmm.
acting like, you know what I'm saying, like they didn't even give him what he needed, and that's why he left. He's supposed to be doing that thing you're talking about right now
Mm-hmm.
for Betham Cookham, and he's gone now. Now they just wasted the opportunity. So it's like I wish it would be like that too, but
Mm-hmm.
just how the politics work with college football, it would always have to start from there, and it's the same. It'll be the same story. Oh, can he do it in D1? Oh, can he do it in here because he came from HBCU? And then on the other side, it's almost like, oh, because the goal is to get to the Division One, so you can
Mm-hmm.
give these kids an opportunity. Don't get me wrong, you want to bring them up as well, but at the same time, there's everybody has their own battles. So it's like it's almost like if you do that, then you got to do like 10, 15 years here, and then they want you to build it up, do all this extra stuff, and then once you leave, they call you fake.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole lot of just nonsense with it, but hopefully one day we can get to that point where it'd be dope to see that. But also, too, to be fair, some of the best players can't coach. Let me keep it above. Some of the best players in NBA history just can't be
Mm-hmm.
coaches, and that's okay too.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan, greatest player in
Mm-hmm.
basketball all time, shitty owner. Shitty owner. Can't draft talent. This shit is insane. Isaiah Thomas, one of the best point guards ever played basketball. Terrible head coach.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible GM. Larry Bird, damn near the same thing. So you take it with a grain of salt.
But
But
imagine if Ocho Cinco was coaching. It's Ray Lewis was
Ray Lewis would be a
coaching.
great motivational speaker for the players. I don't think he'd be a good coach. I
I
think
guess.
Deion is a good coach because he thinks the game a lot better than I think a lot of people give him credit for.
Mm-hmm.
And he has people around him that's, really good at doing their job as well. But I think Dion doesn't get enough credit for how smart he was at his position. And basically, you literally are watching Travis Hunter pretty much imitate Dion.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally the way he sees the field. But you seen that interception he got at the end zone? Where bro run that flat and he came and was like, give me that. That was Dion. That was Dion. I
He
know
just
they
out
was
of nowhere came and just.
Bro, I know they was in the film room like Dion was like, look, when they go to this play in the goal line, just jump it. Most players is not jumping that route. They're going to play it safe, let him catch it, and then go try to make the one-on-one tackle into the next possession. Travis Hunter said, no, I'm going to go get this. Snatch, give me that. We win in this game. Oh, man.
Yeah, no, it
But
was
shout out,
exciting to
man.
watch.
I'm a Colorado fan for now until he probably leaves. Whenever he do leave. But I'm a
We'll
Colorado
see.
fan.
We'll see. But no, it's looking good. It's looking
Yeah, it looks
good.
good,
So.
man. Want to know, man. That's all that matters. Want to know. That's all you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Want to know. They got another game against Nebraska. You feel me? Little trap game. You know what I mean? They gonna have. Oh, obviously, ESPN will get their money. That's what they doing college game day at next week. They know what they
Oh, in
doing.
Colorado.
Especially after this first win. You think they was not gonna be there? Yeah, all right.
Well,
Watch how many celebrities be at this first game. Just watch. Watch. Mark my word, bro. Watch how many celebrities be at this home owner. It's gonna be insane, bro. We ain't never gonna see a game like this. Promise you. This first game at home, they said they ain't sold out arena in like 27 years. They sold out tickets in one season.
yeah,
They
he's
had
definitely changing that
changing it.
culture over there. So
Bro, so you telling me Deion signed for a $28 million contract? Colorado talk about, oh, I ain't got the money to pay you. They put out a GoFundMe. Motherfuckers raised $27 million.
they did a GoFundMe.
Relatively speaking, I don't know if it was exactly GoFundMe, but basically they did like a donation thing. Got $27 million
Oh gosh.
to pay Deion.
Oh gosh. Like, come on, guys.
So trust me, when I say we finna watch history being made, we really finna watch it, bro. It's finna be insane.
Oh my god.
Anyway, shout out to TCU.
Y'all wild.
Shout out to Colorado. TCU, get y'all talent up. Do you want to go straight into the awards, or how long are we recording?
Yeah, we can do that. We're already 40 minutes in.
Oh, we got 40 minutes in. All right, bet. So we are now going into the NFL season, man. Week 1, man. Woo! Week 1, you ready? You ready, bro? You ready? Man,
I've been ready, bro. Like, come on,
man.
hurry up.
They're gonna sign Nick Bosa.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. They're stressing me out.
They're gonna sign
And we
Nick
need a
Bosa.
kicker
They're signing Nick
too.
Bosa. Cause like I've been like they was talking about today. It's like damn, like Nick Bosa
Uh,
really want his bread. He talking about he really might sit out
they
too.
said that they put a like record breaking deal on the table in front of him today and he turned it down because he wants more.
Yeah, can you know why? I bet you he wasn't getting paid more than Aaron Donald.
He's
Yeah, he's
trying.
trying to. They don't
He's
want to give him that money. They
oh
don't want to
my
give that
gosh.
money.
I mean, can you at least get close? It'd be
Yeah, I'm
good.
pretty sure it was close because how they was talking, it seemed like Aaron Donald got that big of a contract. I think it was because I think Donald got a lot of bonuses on the back end. So it's like unless if they can get the money to match, then that's when it creates a problem. So anyway, moving along, man. We're going to do first and foremost before we talk about season. We're going to do our season awards of who we think is going to win certain awards for the year. Obviously, for the season awards, you have MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Coach of the Year, and I think that's it. Oh, we could do Comeback Player of the Year as well if you want to add that. We'll probably, I don't really, how many players can we think about doing comeback? I don't know. Yeah.
Let's not do
Nah, nah,
comeback.
nah. But like this, whoever struggled and have a good year, shout out to you, man. Anyway, MVP. Who do you have winning MVP this year, and why?
So I'm going with my boy Joe Burrow. I think
Really?
Joe Burrow will take MVP because I feel like the Bengals every year seem to like start to get better because they're like getting that team chemistry going.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
last year they were scary.
Yeah.
The Bengals were very scary last year. So this year they're going in basically the same team, but that chemistry is tighter. So I feel like they're gonna be like, yeah, they're gonna be one of the ones to look out for. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I think Burrow, just because most of the time the QB gets it. But yeah, I'm gonna put my money on Joe Burrow.
Man, okay, that is a good one because you know what? I'm staying in the same division.
You go Allen.
I'm going with Lamar
You go
Jackson.
Lamar again. Oh my
Lamar
goodness.
Jackson is two-time MVP. I was gonna say Pat Mahomes, but they may get tired of him, right? So they need another player. Lamar just got paid. The offense is now fit around him. I think for the past 2 years, you could make an argument up to the point of the injury, he was playing MVP like football. They were pretty much undefeated record, I think both years, and then he got hurt and he pretty much, the rest is history. But
Mm-hmm.
up to the point he was having record like having MVP like season. So for me, with him having a better offense, I think that we'll be able to see his talents more. And I think as long as he plays for the season,
You
as
think
long as he's win, I think Lamar Jackson can make a case just because he's gonna be able to do it on both sides. He's gonna be able to throw it, he's gonna be able to run it. So he's gonna have stats. The numbers gonna be there.
Do you think he's gonna get unanimous decision again?
No, 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 no.
No.
That was just unreal what he was doing that year. That was an unreal year what he was doing a couple years
Okay.
ago. But I'm like, and I'm serious though. Like I'm legit serious. Like I really think,
No, I can see it happening because I
yeah, I
mean,
really think
you do got
Lamar.
some weapons now. So
Right, I really think Lamar could really like sneak and get it. Like he just, but like this. But I think for it to be Joe Burrow, I think it just depends how they play against each other and who
hmm
has the. Because obviously they're gonna when it gonna matter to a certain extent. So yeah. Well,
okay.
okay. So we both got an AFC North MVP.
That's
Interesting. All
wild.
right, all right, all right, all right. All right, bet. Moving along. Offensive Player of the Year. Who do you think this goes to? Now, obviously, MVP is usually quarterback related. Offensive Player of the Year is usually a skill position. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of talented skill position players this year.
hmm
So who you got?
I gave it to Chase.
Gave it to Jamar
I
Chase.
gave
He
it to
gave it to
Jamar
his
Chase.
homeboy.
So I'm
Okay.
telling. I think, like I said, the Bengals are gonna be one of them teams this year
Uh huh.
that everybody's gonna be getting dogged on.
Uh huh.
And if Burrow's gonna be MVP, you got to give it to Chase because Chase is like wide receiver number one, and he's
Mm-hmm.
like the go-to for Burrow.
Mm-hmm.
So in order for Burrow to make that, he's got to make sure Chase is making that too.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna say that like one of them is just gonna get all of them, but like the duo, I
Uh-huh.
think the duo can take it.
Huh. Okay. Okay. That's an interesting thing. I don't think there's ever been a year where it's been a quarterback and receiver that
Mm.
got it back to back. Maybe Probably maybe when
I
Moss.
just like
Probably
I
when
just
Moss
like
and
Chase.
Brady probably did it.
I just think Chase is that
Yeah,
guy. He's
he's
that
him. He's
guy.
him. He's him.
Yeah.
Offensive player. Of the year. I have two in mind. I'm picking between Tyreek Hill or Justin Jefferson. My heart is telling me Justin Jefferson though, but my mind is telling me Tyreek Hill. I think
Hmm.
Tyreek Hill obviously benefits from having, a year in that system. Tua comes back healthy. You got Jalen Waddle back another year. You got a pretty decent offensive line, offensive system. I think the numbers are still going to be there. With Justin Jefferson, I mean, he almost had, I think he went 2,000 yards last year, but I think that I don't know how they're going to play him this year moving forward um, as far as how they're going to scheme against him, as far as maybe they may send him more doubles, maybe do a one high, one low.
Yeah.
It depends. And it also would depend what they get from their rookie Jordan Addison, the receiver from USC. If he can help contribute a little bit, I think Justin Jefferson can still have a pretty productive season.
Hmm.
But I think it'll be between them two. But if I had to pick today, I'm probably gonna go Tyreek Hill.
Hmm.
I think Tyreek Hill gets Offensive Player of the Year this
I
year.
think that one makes more sense because he's got help, whereas
Yes,
Jefferson doesn't necessarily have help. And I
it's
feel
Kirk
like
Cousins.
teams, yeah, but I feel like teams are gonna study Jefferson a lot more now,
Yeah,
so that when they play him, they know like how to get him. But
yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be hard.
It's
But
tough because he's and the problem with him is that he just sucks, man. He sucks. He sucks. Kirk Cousins is ass, man. He don't do nothing. He don't.
apparently, he's a top 10 quarterback. So
I didn't say that. Who said that?
NFL or ESPN or something
Oh
like that. They do
yeah,
like their top 10 quarterbacks.
yeah, yeah.
He was
That's
on
why.
there.
That's why some of them don't know what they're doing. Anyway, so moving along, defensive player of the year. Who you got, man? There's a lot of defensive players, man. You have a lot to name from.
Hmm.
I'm guessing. I think you know where you're going, but you may not be able to because you may not play this year. So, yeah, who you got, man? Defensive player of the year. Holler at me.
So shocking enough, I'm not gonna go with someone on the Niners.
Really?
Um, I think it's gonna be Sauce Gardner.
Really? At
So
corner?
I feel like the Jets are gonna be one of those other teams that people are gonna uh like not be so scared of or like doubt that they're gonna win. But I
Uh-huh.
feel like the Jets are gonna come out and like start winning some games really well. And yes, they have a great offense, a great offense. But I feel like a lot of it's gonna fall on can the defense hold their own too.
So you think people gonna test the sauce this year? Because that's the
Because
only way you'll be able to get it. Like
last
it's
year,
hard for a corner to get defensive player of the year. It's usually a D end or a linebacker.
yeah, but last year he was in the conversation of
Defensive rookie of the
defensive
year.
rookie of the
But
year.
it's a little different. I get what you're saying though, but it's a
Hmm.
little different. I get what you're saying though. That's
Yeah,
fair.
but that's why I think Gardner could get it because he's not just put into that category of rookie anymore. He's not a rookie anymore.
Yeah.
But he is a top tier defensive talent.
Yeah.
And last year he was going crazy,
Yeah, Sauce Gardner is the best one of the best corners in the league. If
crazy,
not the best corner in the league. You
and
know what
he's
I
going to
mean?
be on a really good team this year too.
Yes,
So
for sure.
he's going to
That's a
have them
good team
eyes.
offensively. Definitely will. A lot of teams will have to pass the ball against, especially against Aaron Rodgers.
Hmm.
So I do expect Sauce Gardner to have pretty decent numbers this year. That's not a bad one though. I think I'm gonna go safest bet this year. I think that I'm gonna go Micah Parsons.
Mm.
And the reason I'm gonna go with them is I think another year in that defense. I think this is a make and break year for that team before they really start blowing things up. Because they have had the same kind of team for the past few years and really haven't got past the second round.
Yeah.
So I think for me, and it probably won't even be his fault, but I think that defensively they're going to have to make their imprint, especially if they're going to have to compete against the Eagles and the Niners moving forward. And it
Hmm.
kind of starts with Michael Parsons. I mean, even when he played in the Niners game, he wasn't really that big of an impact, I think, in my opinion, during that game.
No, they
Even
locked him up.
that's what I'm saying. They kind of doubled him. So it's
Yeah.
not really necessarily his fault, but it's more like they're just going to have to find ways to get him more involved defensively,
Yeah.
and just kind of switch things up. But
I'm hoping the Cowboys will actually be a good team though because
that's crazy. Y'all could have had him too. Yeah, y'all wanted Trey Lance. Crazy.
Well, they got
Damn.
both of them now, so congratulations.
They finesse. They don't keep finesse. No cap. They don't keep finesse because the Trey Lance having to be somewhat decent. Oh my god, that's gonna be an episode. Anyway, so yeah, I think I'm going Michael Parsons.
Okay.
I think it's a safe pick. Honestly, I don't really have nobody else. I think that really stands out for me. So yeah, offensive rookie of the year. Who you got, man? A lot of offensive talent, offensive rookie talent. I already know who I got. I've been looking, but I just wanted to make sure I got the names right. So
I'm going with Flowers.
Zay
I
Flowers.
think Flowers is gonna have a good
Really?
year.
Oh my
I
god! I feel
think
the love, man. Oh.
I just think that now that Lamar has a little bit of help,
Uh huh.
the team's gonna look good. Lamar with no help can still make playoffs,
Uh
so
huh.
we're gonna see a lot of a big difference this year.
Uh huh.
So we might see a conference championship possibly,
Okay.
depending on how
Not
well.
a pick. That's
But
not a
I
bad
feel like
pick.
Flowers
According
is
to the bet odds, Zay Flowers is in the top 10. So he's not a
yeah.
bad pick at
Yeah,
all.
I think Flowers is gonna have a great year because Lamar is gonna be like, all right, y'all got me help, let's go.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Um, I am going to probably go. I'm going quarterback. I think I'm going to go with my offensive rookie of the year. I think it will be. I'm going to CJ Stroud. I think with CJ Stroud, I think with that he is a that division is very he can win games in that division, and I think it will give him a good look as long as he performs somewhat
yeah,
decent.
he can win games because he's not
Yeah,
in a
I mean,
hard
all you got
division.
to worry is the Jaguars, but let's say he finishes like 7-9, but he has a relatively decent year. I think he can win it because I think Carolina, as much as I think want them to be great, and I called them my sleeper, I just don't know. I have to see it. I got to
Hmm.
see it before for
No,
60
that
minutes. But I
makes
think
sense.
that C.J. Stroud might end up looking like the best quarterback drafted this season. Um,
Okay, no,
so yeah, and then yeah, defensive rookie of the year. If you know him, I cheated too, cause I had two players in mind, and they're literally valid reasons for me.
yeah, I don't know too many defensive players that
And
got
that's all
drafted,
good. It's all good.
so I looked it up.
Yeah, that's what you do research for, bro. It's research. It's all good.
Well, I chose Jack Campbell. He's a linebacker
Really?
to
Okay.
Detroit
Okay.
because I feel like Detroit's also going to be a good team this year. I
Okay.
think I chose them to win the division, right? I think I chose
Yes, you
Detroit.
did. You did. You
So they're going
did.
to be a decent team this year. I don't think they're
Let me
going to
do some
make it
research on Jack.
very far,
Let me do
but
some research on Jack
at
Campbell real
least
quick.
have a decent team. Their
Mm-hmm.
defense is already pretty good. He's
Mm-hmm.
probably just going to add a little bit more to it to make it a great defense.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he'll pull it off.
Cause I think he went to Iowa, if I remember correctly. He sounded like an Iowa player. He go to Iowa. He went to Iowa. I know Jack Campbell. He went to
Okay.
Iowa. He's good though. He's really good.
Hmm.
I personally went with Javon Carter from the Eagles. I think that obviously him coming from Georgia, he was a game changer in Georgia. I think he does pretty much the same thing in Philly. I mean, from what I've been seeing, there's been a lot of good remarks about him. Everybody's kind of looking forward to seeing what he can do. I think he's had a couple of issues off the field, but for the most part, as far as the talent wise, I think he's they're looking at him as like the next you know generation of D tackles, the next Aaron Donalds and things of that nature. So,
Hmm.
with you if you getting praise like that, then I mean the writing's on the wall. You just got to go out there and execute. So,
Yeah.
I'm going Javon Carter. I think that's the easiest one for me. And then last but not least, man, we got rookie of the year, man. What we got? Coach of the year. I said rookie of the
Yeah,
year,
you said
right?
rookie of the year. I was like, we did
Coach
rookie.
of the year. Sorry.
Coach of the year.
Coach of the year, man.
I'm going Champagne.
Okay.
I feel
She's
like.
number 2 on this list on the bed
Oh,
nine pick.
really?
Good pick. Good pick.
Okay. I went
Good
Champagne.
pick.
I feel like the Broncos missed a coach last year to
Mm-hmm.
kind of make them a decent team.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they traded and got a lot of better players to kind of help out.
Mm-hmm.
But what we seen Champagne do in at the Saints, like I want to see him come to Denver and do that. So it's
Mm,
like just change the program, change it up, and like make it so that Russell Wilson actually looks like a top 10 quarterback again,
yeah.
because he was not looking like that last
Yeah,
year.
no.
Um,
I think he won't be top 10, but he'll be in that 15-ish range.
yeah, but at least make him look decent.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
last
yeah,
year he looked horrible. It was
yeah.
horrible. So
Yeah.
yes, but so Sean Payton, I think he'll do it.
That's crazy. He's number two on the list. Number one was the Lions coach.
Oh, for
Yeah, the
real?
Lions coach. Looking at this list, I would probably go. I think I'm gonna go with Robert Saleh. There go Robert Saleh with the Jets. Um, I think I picked them to win the division.
hmm
So I think if they win the division, they got to go against the Dolphins. They got to go against the Bills. I think if they can improve their record, let's say they go 11-6,
hmm
even a 12-5 record, especially with having better talent and definitely increasing that defense. Because I think the Jets, what was the Jets record last year? The Jets record last year, they finished. What I was saying? Robert Saleh.
Yeah.
Robert Saleh, I think with the new defense, with the new offensive weapons, I think that they can change the season around. They had one of the best defenses in the league last year. I think I expect that to be the same. And even what you saying, if he can win Defensive Player of the Year, and you have a great talented offense, I think that they could switch the ones around. They finish maybe if they can win that division, they finish 11, like I said, 11-6, maybe even a 12-5 record. I think you can give them the nod for that.
Yeah, that'd
So.
be good.
Hey, fire. Anyway, man, last subject of the day, man. You know, we do this every year. It's the infamous season predictions, weekly predictions.
Yeah, weekly prediction.
Weekly predictions. Last year I won. No, I tied. We
We
tied.
tied
We tied. We
because
tied.
of the playoffs.
The playoffs, yeah, the
The
playoffs.
playoffs messed
The
you up.
playoffs hold me because I was trying to be different. I was trying to just have for entertainment value, and it clearly screwed me over. So, new year, new beginnings. Um, do you want to put a challenge on the season predictions this year?
Give me a challenge.
Just like you'd be like you got to eat like some wings or something. Oh, that can be like whoever got the worst break. Well, we probably end up doing a video before then, so it probably won't matter.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, nah. I don't know. Jersey, they choice.
A jersey of your choice?
Yeah,
I guess we can do that.
yeah. Whoever got the better record get a jersey of their choice.
Okay.
All right, bet. Check on it. Check on it. It's on camera. Yes, sir. All right, man. So you know how the rules go. We do our weekly predictions, but we only count every primetime game. So that's Thursday, Saturday if they have one, Sunday night, and Monday. So it's usually 3 games. If Thanksgiving or something like that, then we'll move accordingly. But it's usually 3 games a week. That way, there's an even and odd exchange.
hmm
Um. So for this odd exchange, we have week one, which is in a couple of days, man. Football's right around the corner, man. We have the Lions going down to the Chiefs to visit the Super Bowl champions. Week one, man. Who we got? Who you got, rather?
I'll go with Lions.
Ooh!
Because your boy Travis Kelsey is
Yeah.
hurt.
Oh, that's what I was going to
So
say.
I'm going Lions.
So yeah. So Kelsey, if those may not know, Kelsey just hyperextended his knee at practice today. It broke news probably a few hours ago. So now they are very uncertain if he's going to play on Thursday. And I doubt he probably plays. If he do, it'll be very limited. You're going with the Lions? I'm still
I'm
going
going
with the
Lions.
Chiefs. I still think the Chiefs could win without Kelsey. I am very confident.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty confident they will win. You gonna write down on one?
Yeah, I'm putting them down.
Got you. Okay. So yeah, just put the ones for the ones that we actually count. For the other ones, we're gonna just shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday morning, we have the Bengals at Browns. Who you got?
Oh, Bengals.
Bengals?
Bengals.
I'm going Browns, man. I've been hearing a lot of good things about the Browns, man. I'm very confident. I'm a believer in the Browns, man. I'm gonna be tuned into the Browns, man.
Okay.
Next we have the Texans versus the Ravens. CJ Stroud versus Lamar Jackson. New look offense.
I'm
What we
going
looking
Ravens.
like? Oh, of
Ravens.
course. You gotta go
I'm
with the
going
dogs,
Ravens.
man. You gotta go with my boys, man. You know me, biased. Next we have Buccaneers at Vikings. Buccaneers definitely probably looking to restart.
Mm-hmm.
Baker Mayfield probably his last chance as far as proving
Mm-hmm.
us what he can be as a quarterback, but I don't think we're really expecting much. But then the Vikings are kind of They have I don't know what's up with the Vikings, man. They're kind of like no man's land. We don't really know what's next with
I mean,
them.
they lost their running back. Didn't they
They
lose their
lost their
tight
running
end?
back, but they're just in a weird position because it's like the Vikings don't really have. They haven't really took a step back, but they're really no space to take a step forward.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they either got to start making some real drastic changes, or they're just going to be a team that's going to be in the middle of the pack, and then they're going to have a disgruntled receiver and all that shenanigans. So
Yeah.
I still pick the Vikings. I got the Vikings winning this week. Um, I just think they're a better team. I think with Baker Mayfield as your quarterback, not too much good things can happen.
No.
So
Okay.
and
No,
that's where I'm at
I'll
with
choose
it.
Vikings too.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, not the Bucks.
Panthers at Falcons. An NFC South matchup. Very a lot. Two rookie quarterbacks. Well, Riller's his first year, but I mean, I consider him then a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Bryce Young's debut on the road. Um, Atlanta, I think, will probably be the better team. I think I'm probably picking Atlanta just because I think they got a more complete team.
Yeah.
Um, Definitely, I know they're going to probably try to send pressure at Bryce. I don't know how he's going to adjust to that, but I think the Falcons will probably pull
Yeah.
that through.
And they got Robinson, so
Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
And it
it's
plays all else well.
Falcons.
You got a run game. So, yeah, man. Next, Cardinals and the Commanders. I got the Commanders. There ain't much to talk about. Kyler Murray not playing. He's looking to get cut.
Cardinals are bad.
Cardinals is
Cardinals
bad.
are
I
bad.
think every week you see us talk about these matchups. Cardinals is never winning. I'm
No.
not gonna lie to you. Like they're probably never going to win. Next we have the Jaguars at the Colts.
Jags.
I think Jaguars disappoint. I got the Colts.
Really?
Yeah, I really
You
think that
trusting that new QB over there in
Anthony
Indianapolis?
Richardson. It is more or less no, but I think the Jaguars will probably drop this game just because they're going to disappoint. I think they're going to disappoint this game. I still got them think winning the division, but I think they will. This is the game this is the game they drop.
Okay.
Niners at Steelers with no Nick Bosa as we speak. Brock Purdy comes back, man, from having a hell of a year. Looking to see what the second year does. Playing against Mike Tomlin, a very winnable coach, man. He definitely knows how to scheme and create packages against a certain offense, man. This is not an easy game to win. This is not a give me. What we got?
I'm still going Niners. Uh, I have confidence in the team, even if Nick Bosa's not there. We still have an elite defense. Our offense is still really good,
Mm-hmm.
and we can't wait to see what, especially like Ayuk's gonna do, what the new Debo's gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Want to see McCaffrey get back in it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm still
Yeah.
choosing Niners.
Yeah, me too. I'm picking the Niners to win this week.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be that stupid this week. Last year I was just picking the other team just because. Won't be me this year. Like that. Won't be me this year. Unless I feel like y'all legit losing, but they're not. I think they win this week as well. Titans at Saints. I don't know what to say much about this team. Derek Carr debut. DeAndre Hopkins with the Titans. Kind of a new offense, but not really. They're kind of in a standstill. Um, New Orleans is they on paper they look like the better team. I think
They
they are the
are.
better team. But Kamara, I don't think playing. But they do got Williams running back. He on my fantasy team too, so he better play good. I got the Saints. I think the Saints being at home first game. I think that the Titans. They really have not figured it out, and it's almost they definitely have hit a peak and are kind of on the downhill
Mm-hmm.
as far as the trajectory of what their season can be. Don't be surprised if we start seeing trades from Tennessee throughout the season, preferably Derrick Henry. But
Yeah. Yeah. No,
yeah,
I'll choose Saints too. I ain't. No,
Saints.
I ain't doing Titans.
Okay, Saints. Very bad. Next, we have the Raiders at Broncos. Man, a very division rivalry. We have Russell Wilson looking rejuvenized in the new system. We have Jimmy G, P. Jimmy, P. Jimmy. New look Raiders, man. Yeah, man. What's it gonna be? Who we got?
I'm going Broncos. I told you this team's gonna look different.
Oh man, he gonna look a lot different. Too bad he's still gonna lose. I got Raiders, man. I think that with Jimmy G, I think Jimmy G gonna have something to prove, man. I think with Josh Jackson being back, as long as they control the clock, they can run the ball, get the offense going. Jimmy G is gonna be a good game manager. I think that'll be enough. I gotta see it. I don't know what Russell Wilson we getting. It's too like I love Sean Payton, but man, he is not. Russell Wilson's never been a thrower like Drew Brees, so it's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
interesting to see how much of that element he's gonna try to make him do,
Mm.
or unless he's gonna play to his play style, which is the roll out, so you can get him
Yeah.
out there because he's short. So I just wonder what Russell Wilson we're going to see. It's definitely gonna be interesting to look at. It's gonna be a lot of games to try to watch. I'm probably gonna watch a couple, but I'm gonna try to watch everyone I can. Um, Next we have the Eagles versus the Patriots. Eagles looking to come back and make a run to the Super Bowl again. Jalen Hurts pretty much got the SEC defense. Feel like they drafted everybody from like Georgia or something.
Yeah. It's
Against the
the
Patriots,
Philadelphia Bulldogs over there.
yeah, pretty much, man. Patriots, Bill Belichick another year. Really don't know what's going on with them. I've
Mm.
heard, and
You
then
seen Zeke is gonna be playing
yeah, Zeke,
offensive line or something like
oh
that?
no,
They said this boy built like offensive lineman now.
yeah, I don't know, dog. That's insane.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
no.
know, man. That team is just that's another no man's land team right now. I think the Eagles coming in, take care of business, go home.
Yeah, Eagles on that one.
Yeah. Next we have the Rams versus the Seahawks. You already know who I'm picking.
I know who you picking.
My boy Gino, man, back for another year, ready to ball out again, again. Another good year. Another good year, man.
Nah, Rams gonna take that one.
Nah, they haven't got Cooper Cup back yet. Cooper Cup
Yeah,
still ain't
but they
playing.
got Aaron Donald back
Man, that's one player.
and Stafford.
Ugh. Stafford is old. Has been. Past his prime. Next, we have a good game here. I like this one. I think Dolphins at Chargers. This could be a good game. This could be a shootout. Easily could be a shootout. Two high-powered offenses.
Ramsey's injured, right?
Yes, he's probably won't be back till December. Which is why I picked the Jets to win the division.
Okay.
So, yeah, I am going to go Chargers. I think Dolphins still have a good game, but I pick the Chargers to win. Probably by 30.
It's gonna be the Chargers on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's see both agree.
Yeah.
All right, man. Packers at Bears.
I'm saying Bears.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. Justin Fields definitely got a new look offense. I mean, they both kind of do, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. That was kind of a toss up, but I feel like the Bears because they're at home.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I think that's the safest bet. I'll probably go Bears too with that. I think with Jordan Love first game, I think they're going to try to confuse him a little bit. He's gonna have some good moments. Definitely gonna have a lot of bad ones. Throw a couple picks. Probably lose that game by like 10 to 14 points, and then that'll be that. Sunday night we have Cowboys at Giants. This game will count. Now? Granted, you can go with the same. We can go with the same teams. It doesn't really have to be like, oh yeah, because this is kind of like I'm picking the Cowboys. I don't rock with the Giants. I don't think they got enough to beat the Cowboys. Divisional matchup though. It's a rivalry, so go either way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the Giants. They got a decent run game. They could definitely control the clock. They got Darren Waller now. So Daniel Jones got some offensive weapons now they can throw the ball to. I mean, obviously Saquon's there. Defense hasn't really changed to my knowledge.
Still, it's the Cowboys because they're a better team.
They're just a better team.
They're just a better team.
They're good, you know what I'm saying? Maybe
even if they're on the road,
the playoffs is a little different. Playoffs would be a little different, but yeah.
So we're both choosing Cowboys.
Yeah, both choosing Cowboys. And then Monday night we have the Bills at Jets. You already know who I'm going with. Coach of the year, Aaron Rodgers.
You going with Jets?
Hell yeah.
You always be talking about the Bills.
Hey man, I gotta put his name. Well, who did I? Because I picked Jets. No, like this. They're going to have a good game. I think the Bills will have a good game. I just think that the Jets will play better. I think the score's going to be like 24-27. Jets.
Really?
Yes. And Jets winning at home. It's going to be a shootout. It's going to be two great quarterbacks dueling it out.
I'm going to have to disagree
Sauce
with you.
Gardner versus Stephon Diggs. It's going to be some matchups.
Yeah.
But I
I
think
think
Aaron
the
Rodgers gets
Bills.
it.
I think the Bills just because they have been a team longer than this new Jets team. So I think the Jets need to kind of get the feeling
Chemistry.
out. Well, not the chemistry, but they need to get like this like nervous system out of like our first game we're
Mm-hmm.
expected to be like the greats. So I don't think game 1 they're going to be completely together and well
Mm-hmm.
packed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I think the Bills will.
Okay, I'm not necessarily mad at that. I ain't necessarily mad at that take. I think with the Bills, I think there have been so much. They're a team too. I think that might let off the gas a little bit just because they've been a team that's been in that top discussion so much
Mm-hmm.
to the point where like you almost get fatigued because it's like we know we as long as we get in there, we're going to be in a discussion. So I think this is probably one of them games where like especially with the Jets having something to prove, I think they're going to play a little bit harder than the Bills will. So I think they will end up carrying it
Could
out.
happen.
Mm-hmm.
Just we've seen that with Colorado this
Yeah,
past
man.
week, so could happen.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
okay.
So, um,
So I got Lions, Cowboys, Bills. You
yeah,
got
Chiefs,
Chiefs, Cowboys,
Cowboys, Jets.
Jets.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
cool with that. I'm cool with that.
Okay.
That's nice, and
Okay.
that's a nice
Okay.
one, man. Well, anything else, man? You want to add to this lovely podcast, man?
No, we
Well,
good.
look, man, we appreciate y'all, man. It's been another lovely episode of the Fourth Rounders, man. And yeah,
We
man.
gotta get you a Ravens flag.
I know, right? It's all good though. I represent on my hat. That's how I like it. Feel me? I'm in enemy territory. But yeah. Like you said earlier, for those watching on YouTube, make sure you like, share, subscribe for more content. If you're on Apple, Apple Podcasts, leave a 5-star review. If you're watching this on Spotify, I don't know how they stuff works, but if they got a like system, like it. If they got a rate system, rate it. Please, thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, and then yeah. Also, question: what meat tastes the best in the comment section? Oh,
We out.
make sure you put that in the comment section, man. We out of here.